My name is Tyre Mills. The brand that I go by is Mill Suave, and I'm all about basically video content that commercializes a brand or a product. I like to put your image out there where your audience can see it. I think it's extremely important to have visuals in the form of pictures and video, just because nowadays, the day and age we live in, that's what builds trust in people. People want to see exactly what you look like. People want to see exactly what your product looks like. They want to see exactly what they're getting. They want to see what it's like to interact with you before they even meet you. A lot of times with the content I create is I try to make it where your audience or your client can experience you, before even meeting you. So that way, by the time you connect with your audience, you connect with whoever it is you're trying to reach, they feel like they already know you. When I'm not making movies, I always wanted to find a way to use my camera to visually show what people couldn't see. And so I naturally just gravitated towards making commercials or making promo videos for people all the time for various shows, various brands, even for the church. Like I said, I have a more of a film background. So a lot of my content is more kind of like a movie or kind of like a film trailer per se, and the way it comes off. I just started looking at what my favorite commercials were or what I would remember all the time. Then I would kind of take that along with movie trailers that would hype me up and just kind of add that to the content I made. So a lot of the content or the commercials I make can come off like movie trailers. And I think that's because I'm a film person in general. And I like that it leaves people with a lasting impression for what's coming next. It's kind of like when you go to the movies and you went to see one great movie that's coming out and then you see a trailer of another that you never knew was even coming out. Now you're hyped to see when that movie's gonna come out. You might go searching on your phone or look to see what it's all about. So I kind of give it that edge. For me, I focus mainly on what it is that's gonna get you results or what it is that's going to stick with your audience or stick with your customer or whoever it is you're trying to reach. Because at the end of the day, that's what branding is. You want to leave a lasting impression on people. You want people to remember who you are. And for me, that focus comes first. I know when it comes to working with a team, the first thing that I tend to look at is everybody serious about what they're doing? Or is everybody serious about the common goal? Or are people just here to look cool? People just here to make money, or people here to really make a difference? And knowing that we're all not only grounded spiritually, but we all are very passionate about what we do. That's what I love about being here at the Fisher brand. Really what it takes is just focusing in what you're trying to do in the right direction, getting with the right team, around the right kind of people that are gonna help you push yourself to that next level. Because a lot of businesses thrive, during recessions. They thrive during downtimes when everybody else, is having a hard time. And so for me personally, in my own personal life, I took the time out to look at why is that? And what I realized is you just can't cut corners with it. And part of the reason why you would even want to choose the Fisher brand is because you need a team. You need people who are all working collectively, cohesively, to work on your brand. Not sending one thing here and something else there, and you having so much, on your plate that you can't even keep up with, who's working with you. Because then, then things get messy, things get confusing, and you end up paying for it more in the long run. And I've made those mistakes myself before even working with the Fisher brand. So being able to have a team focused on what it is that you're doing, it alleviates a lot of the stress and allows you to even focus more on what you're trying to do in the future, where you might want to take it after this level that you plan to get to. So for me, I think it's important because it might seem like an investment you can't afford now, but it pays off later where others didn't invest.